Mohammed Atta and Marwan al-Shihi were at the controls of the two planes on September 11, 2001, the two that crashed into the World Trade Center. This is the man who ran the flight school that trained both of them for 6 months, Rudy Dekkers, a Dutch citizen who has lived here since 1993. He's flying us in a 4-seat Cessna 172, just like the one that Atta and al-Shihi trained on at Dekkers Flight School here in Florida.
Clear for takeoff.
Dekkers is taking us on the same flight training path along the Atlantic Ocean. It's the first time he's flown the route in 8 years, so a flight instructor sits next to him.
This is the bridge to the left, and this is the airport here.
The southwestern Florida skies were the training grounds for 3 of the 4 pilots. It's thought that they chose this area because of the flat ground and the fact that the coastline can be used for navigation.
We always went 10 miles out of the area, and this is a very quiet area. So they did the stalls here, the steep turns. They're all practicing.
Dekkers saw these two every day. He still has their applications, their test scores, and student visa papers. Even Atta's signature on his pilot license.
Atta was always very by himself, didn't talk too much, didn't like to talk to us, but al-Shihi did.
They were very much like many other foreign students, except, Dekkers says, they were disrespectful and inattentive. After his chief instructor warned they might be expelled, Atta and al-Shihi's attitudes improved. But what his company trained them to do unraveled his life, his fortune, and his business.
That's where was my airline office and maintenance building over there, but that's, nothing is mine anymore.
At 4 a.m., the day after the terrorist attacks, FBI agents entered Dekkers' office. It was in this building at the time. They confiscated his files and computers. Immigration officials questioned him about these student visa applications. He testified before Congress. Florida charged him with fraud, then dropped the charges. His business and marriage collapsed.
That brought so much stress, lost financially everything. I was worth $12 million on paper, and after a year after 9/11, I was worth $46,000.
Dekkers blames the terrorists, Al-Qaeda, and Osama bin Laden. He's written a book about his experience called Guilty by Association. If he had a flight school today,
I would not have Muslim students.
Dekkers says his once successful life is now gone.
When you lose your dream, when you lose all your money. I lived on the beach in Naples, had to sell the house. I lost everything. But I'm still here.
But some 3,000 others are not. Rudy Dekkers says he's a survivor, and that's the story he wants to tell. In Venice, Florida, Carolyn Presutti, VOA News.